Welcome to the Wexford Football League show. Tonight we're going to run through the results of last week, and we're also going to talk to James Keddy and Aaron Dobbs with the big game for Wexford FC coming up against Cove next Tuesday night. Well, Nicky, you got out to 2 games this weekend. The woman must have wanted you out of the house for the day, did she?
Well, you could have said that, alright, Aidan. Yeah, she doesn't really want me around too often, but sure. No, look, I was out 2 games. I was up at Fort Celtic and Ajax, and I got up to see Bunclody.
Are you getting ready to get back into management?
Definitely not, no. Jeez, you nearly made me choke saying that there, but no, 100% no.
Hearing rumours around in the Scotty, you could be going back into Rovers.
Well, let me tell you, at least I leave Rovers pitch. You can't get you out of the mine at the minute, so.
Told you, one club man, I'm proud of it.
No, look, that the rumours are well off. Ken and the boys are only in just doing their job, so look, they've had a tough start, but they've a long way to go this year yet.
You missed the management?
Yeah. Not everything that goes with it. Definitely miss the dressing room. You miss the players. You would miss bits of it, but definitely not all the crap that goes along with it. Do you?
Bit like yourself, the Sunday mornings, the actual training sessions, but not the phone calls and the grief of why am I not playing, or someone ringing you up saying I'm injured on the Saturday night, or I'm not around that part. I actually quite enjoying getting up a little bit later on a Sunday morning and going out and watching the matches, just watching them. So at the Forest North End game was a good old game to watch, good crowd at it, so I'm enjoying that part of it. So the thing is, I'm still managing, kind of like I'm coaching underage teams, you know, unlike yourself, you know.
No, well, to be honest with you, I took a complete break away from it, and look, it's suiting me, suiting with the lifestyle. And you're saying you're getting a lie-in. Poor Christina, every Sunday morning up with your children when you get a lie-in.
No, I bring them with me.
Yeah, but sure, she has to get them up and get them ready.
And so what's going on with the Wexford County Board at the moment? I mean, a county board member, you might as well give us some inside information. Nothing major now.
It looks like there might be something coming up in the next couple of weeks with the pitch coming, the work's been going on in Enniscorthy, but I don't think there's anything to announce on it yet, not that I know of anyway, but hopefully that'll be something that we can chat about in the next couple of weeks.
I suppose it's an exciting time for Wexford football this week. We have Wexford FC in the playoff against Cove. I think they have a game Friday night against Galway first, but then Tuesday night they're out in Ferrycarrig against Cove. I think when Tony and John went involved, I think they wouldn't have maybe imagined getting into the playoff this quick.
Definitely not. Sure, the day Tony was here, he said it was a 3 to 4 year plan. And look, sure, they're miles ahead of that at the minute. Fair play to them, they're doing great work. They're coming up against Cove, managed against our manager Shane Keegan, who got Wexford promoted the last time, and Campile player Mikey Rowe down there. So there's loads of Wexford connections down in Cove. Mm-hmm. So yeah, looking forward to it, and I'll definitely go down Tuesday night. Yeah,
one of the great players for Wexford over the years, Jack Doherty, is playing for Cove as well. I think he's in flying form, I think.
Yeah, I think he's third top goal scorer in the league, is he? So yeah, look, there's loads of connections, as we said, and we'll see how it goes Tuesday. It'd be fantastic to see him get up to the Premier. Maybe there might be a little bit better if club wise more stable, shall I say, in a couple of years' time. But look, if the opportunity comes now, you're going to take it with 2 hands, aren't you?
100%. Looking, hopefully they'll get a big crowd out in Ferrycarrig Tuesday night. I think then the away game then is on Saturday evening, at it down in Cove. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, but I'm sure James and the lads will fill us in on all them details.
Yeah, and we have the manager James Keddy on the line now. How are you keeping?
How's things? Great, lads. Yeah.
So you have the big game next Tuesday night. I think you have Galway first. Get over it on Friday night. So how will you prepare for that one?
Yeah, well, we're going to mix the team up probably on Friday. We don't want lads to get injured for next week. There's a quick turnaround travelling as well, so you have to take that into consideration as well. So we'll mix up the team on Friday. Listen, it's fantastic that we've had 2 games now where we can play a few lads that haven't played as well. So hopefully, we'll give a good account of ourselves on Friday as well, because we're on a good run. I think it's 10 games unbeaten as well, so we want to keep that going as well.
Yeah, and the first game of the playoff is at home. Would you prefer to be away in the first game, or are you happy enough just to be in the playoff?
No, I'm actually delighted that it's at home because we're probably a little bit better away from home this season. So I think it's worked out really well for us. Obviously, the onus is on us on Tuesday to go and win the game, being at home. But there's a bit more pressure. I've been involved over the last 4 years in the playoffs with different clubs. So I experience what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So, I'm really looking forward to both games.
Hi James, it's Nicky here.
How's things, Nicky?
Good. Obviously this is your first year in the job. Have you exceeded your expectations, or did you think yourself coming in? We had Tony in a couple of weeks ago, and he was kind of talking about a 3-year plan. So obviously you're delighted to be where you are.
Yeah, it was, and in fairness to Tony, Nicky, there was no pressure on me this year to get in the playoffs. They've let me assemble a new squad. It's a very, very young team as well. It's probably I think it's the youngest in the league with Keddy. So there has been no pressure on me. But listen, you always put pressure on yourself to do really, really well. As I said, I've been involved last year with Longford in the playoffs, and had two seasons with Bray as well in the playoffs as an assistant manager. So we know what it takes to get there, but it's not rocket science either. It's just hard work, and in fairness to my staff, they've been fantastic. Lads I've worked with over the last couple of years. Dennis Hyland, fantastic coach. Brian Kelly and Ian Fowler. So it's a whole new team as well, backroom staff as well. So I think everyone's pointing in the same direction in the club. I say Tony, John Godkin, all the board, Aidan Nicky, they've been absolutely fantastic to me, and there has been no interference with anyone, so.
I don't believe John hasn't interfered with this at all.
No, he hasn't.
John control freak.
No, he hasn't. In fairness to him, he's let me do my job, and say I'm involved in the league a long time, in the League of Ireland, so I'll be over 20 years, so I know the league really well. I know what it takes, so I'm really, really happy with the way things have gone,
James, you said there yourself you were assistant manager and you in the playoffs the last couple of years. You have a great pedigree as a player too. You have 3 league titles, I think, with Shelbourne, Drogheda and Derry, and 2 FAI Cups. So that's a great experience to have in that dressing room. And this is your first management job in the League of Ireland. How are you able to get that message across to the players and that experience that you have? That'll be vital coming Tuesday night when the players get a bit nervous.
Yeah, I think it's I was always very easygoing as a player, but I was a good listener. I think it's only another game. You've got to get that into your head. We're going to be all there after the game, win, lose or draw. So I try and relax them that sort of way. And even though there's obviously going to be bigger crowds and all that, but you've got to kind of take the crowd out of the situation as well. But it is difficult because we're really, really young. So it's a fantastic experience, and I'll be having little words individually with players as well. So, and then we do a lot of work this week on what we expect next week from Cove as well. We have good players as well, so we will be well prepared for the game. But at the end of the day, it's like Cork game in the cup. It's all about little mistakes. And hopefully we have less mistakes than they do on both nights, and then we have to be very clinical in the opposition box.
You'll be hoping for a big crowd down there. What will help to get a big crowd down is we have 5 or 6 Wexford players in the squad. Was that something you thought of when you took over the job, that you wanted to get a base of Wexford players in there? You have Dobbs, Danny Furlong, the 2 Livingstons, Eaton Boyle was a great signing.
Yeah, no, the lads have done really, really well. And I say it's a new squad. We've a mix of lads from Dublin and half, and a couple of country lads as well from different parts of the country as well. So it's good. And you know what? They've been fantastic. They've gelled well. It took them a while took a while for everyone to get to know each other as well. But slowly over the last 3 months, you can see that, you can sense that togetherness. You can just feel it in the dressing room that they work for each other, and they nearly die for each other on the pitch as well. So it's fantastic. But it does take time, if I look around all the different clubs, I go back to my old club, Derry, I'm sure the lads in Derry would like everyone to be from Derry, but it just doesn't happen like that, I think if you look all over the world, they just, you sign players and you just get them to play with each other, and I love a whole team of Wexford players, but it's just sometimes it's not possible, it'll take a while for John to get the academy going as well. Probably take a couple of years, to get that going the way he wants it, and then slowly over long term they will produce their own players, and then it's getting them to stay in Wexford, it's creating a good environment, a high standard, high performance. So it's up to the other coaches and John to get that right for then, from the likes of myself, to bring the proper players through. Like to Caleb Harnett, I gave him his debut this year at 15 as well, up in Bray as well. So, he's done really well with the international squads as well. So there's a lot to look forward to in the club. There's I don't really care what age you are. If you're good enough, I'll give you a chance.
Yeah, look, I think we all want to see the youth coming through. Look, it's been a great first season. Hopefully it'll continue on Tuesday night, and we'll be there to support you, and we'll hope that all the Wexford football family will get out and support you, James. So thanks for coming on, and best of luck at the Tuesday night.
Thanks a lot, lads. I appreciate the call.
Thanks, James. Best of luck. We'll see you down there.
Thanks. Fair play. Thanks, lads. See you later. Bye.
Well, Nicky, when I was looking up about him today, I actually didn't realise the pedigree he had as a player. In fairness, it was a great man to get into the job, wasn't it?
No, definitely a great man to get in, and to be honest, I spoke with John Goggin before they appointed him, and he had mentioned him. I hadn't really known much about him, but John said he was coming with a great pedigree. John spoke very, very highly of him. No, I was kind of a bit harsh with him at the start of the year. 3 games in, and I wasn't buying into it a whole lot. But look, he's definitely gone on to prove me wrong on that, and they've gone on a fantastic run, in fairness to him. So look at it's great, and hopefully that'll continue in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think he showed how shrewd he was in the transfer market there. He made some great loan signings there, and he was on about gone 10 games unbeaten. I think that's nearly since he brought in all those young lads on loan.
Yeah,
great. Luke Brown and Owen Mason, the keeper, I think have been.
Yeah, really in fairness, Charlie Heffernan is a very good goalkeeper, but the Mason Chapman, the goal looks excellent. I thought myself they needed to tighten up in the centre of defence. They just seemed a bit slow, and they were leaking a few goals, and look at he straightened up that, and he brought in Kenny's son, what's his name, I brought his live wire up front anyway.
Owen, is it?
Yeah, Owen, that's it. So Stephen's son, yeah. So look, he's been very, very cute in the transfer market, and sure that goes back to the experience he has, as he spoke about.
Yeah, look, the team is backbone by Wexford born players. We have one of them on the line now, a good Enniscorthy man, a good mine man. All right, Dobbsy, how are you?
How are you, Brown?
Jeez, you're listening to some shit out of him now, don't you? Good. I tell you the truth. There's more Enniscorthy United blood in you than there is mine, isn't
Go ahead, Nicky. You're a my man. You're a my man yourself.
Yeah. Well, actually, in saying that, I've done more for the mine now over the last couple of years. I've actually done more for Aidan. I won him his first youth title. I saved the club from falling last year on him.
Yeah, go back up to Rovers then with the way they're going.
Oh, cheers, I could. Well, they ran me. I'm after ruining that club.
So, Aaron, yeah, looking forward to Tuesday night. Were you expecting at the start of the year when James came in to get this far?
Yeah, look, can't wait. Obviously, with the disappointment of last year, just missing out on the final day as well. I think we missed out by 1 or 2 points. It's great to get it this year, and so I think it's what we deserve. To be honest, I think that we immersed how we played throughout the year. Started off shaky, we got a few bodies in mid-season and strengthened the squad. Competition for places was brilliant the second half of the year, and I think you see that with the results. And I think the playoffs is what we really deserve. So I'm really looking forward to it, and just get Friday out of the way first. Obviously, Galway lifting the trophy up there, so that's a big occasion as well. So we're looking to put in a performance there and set us up well for Tuesday.
You played under a good few managers in the League of Ireland. What's the difference with JM towards the rest of them? He has a great pedigree of a player in the league as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Look, he's a bit of experience in the league, and he's numerous league titles himself. So, look, Jay is one of them. He's not always on you. He wouldn't be really in here shouting at you. He's more of an arm around the shoulder kind of manager, and I suppose that's what I like, and that's why I haven't had many of them over the years. But that's Jay's approach to it, and look, it's probably different to other managers, but again, you have to take them as they come, because the merry-go-round for players and managers in this league, so you have to adapt to it quickly. And look, me and Jay get along really well, along with all the management staff, to be honest, Fowler and Dennis, and it's very tight knit down there, even with John Goggin behind the scenes, and Eileen and Tony. As I said, very tight knit down there, so it's all good in camp, and really enjoying it this year.
And Aaron, look, it's great to see you playing for Wexford. Like, you're in Shelbourne, Longford. You've been around a little bit yourself. It's going to sound a bit stupid, but you actually probably do feel really at home now with Wexford. You've been down there for a couple of years, and it looks like you're really settling in. Oh,
definitely. Look, it's brilliant down there, and I'm enjoying my football so much down there. Probably the most I've ever done in my career, and I think you can see that with the goals that I'm not getting. Double figures now the last 2 years, so it's all going well, and especially this year we've a very young team. I think you look at the back five there: O'Mason in goal is 20, Reece Webb right back is 19, two centre halves are 18 and 19, the left back is 17. So the owners and myself as technically one of the senior players there, to kind of look after the young boys and try and blow them into the league, because there's not a lot of experience there. I'd like to think myself as a fairly experienced League of Ireland player. So it's a different responsibility on my shoulders, kind of with a younger group. It's kind of the first year that I've been one of the more senior people in the dressing room, so I'm enjoying that role also.
How does that sit with you, Aaron, actually? Do you know, because like obviously I know you worked with us there for a little while. You're quite a laid back figure yourself. So how
call him lazy there for me?
No, laid back. Dobbs was always good. He always had little tight shorts on for the ladies, didn't you, Aaron? So, and that's how you got them modelling jobs when you were in Dublin. But no, in fairness to you, like as I said, you're a laid back chap yourself. So how does that sit with you?
Yeah, look, I suppose when I say leadership and a bit of experience, it's not more so getting up in their faces and shouting and demanding all the time. It's just more so standards and kind of, as I said, with the approach Jay has to us, is more of a arm around the shoulder and chat to them 1v1 and tell them what they need to do and stuff like that. So that'd be more of my approach also, kind of not like constructive criticism, and not just getting in their ear for the sake of it. Just using my experience really. Experiences that I've had when I was a young lad, obviously being at Rovers, going out and loan to Wexford, and there's a few boys in the same situation with the loan signings this year. So I've been in their shoes, so it's just trying to tell them and guide them from my experiences and what I've learned at their age.
This year in the squad, Aaron, there's probably most Wexford lads in a sense. Maybe the Wexford FC started out first. What sort of atmosphere has that brought to it? Has it brought more of a kind of a local club feel to the team, or has it added that much to it? With people playing with that bit more pride?
It's had a big impact. I think even myself and bringing half of an escort down the ferry carry every week. So John Goggins going Kimley for getting free tickets for everyone, but no, it's brilliant. I think that's what I've been missing the last couple of years, and even when I said John there, it's brilliant having John in. He's brought kind of the whole county together, and there's a different look on Wexford FC now. I think that's what they wanted when they came in, and obviously with Tony there, another Wexford man, so it's great to have so many familiar faces around the club. And as I said, it's supposed to be what's been missing the last couple of years, because I was at the club in 2017 on loan, 18 on loan, and then obviously last year and this year then. And it's there's, I'm not going to say a disconnect, but there was a load of Dublin lads coming in on loan, and I didn't really have that
home feel to it.
Yeah, the home field, but yeah, completely different this year. Like even with Danny Furlong there, it's brilliant for myself. Even still learning off him, like how he carries himself, and then Ethan and then two Levos and Charlie, and even young Evan Farrell is in there. So that's great. Like it's
And I suppose, and
the more the better. And
your kit man Boogie.
Yeah,
So
Boogie. Yeah,
Boogie tells us he's flat out running around after he's the whole time. Is it? So, he's a great man though. He's some man to get stuff organised and things like that, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, Boogie, he'd do anything for you. That's for sure. He actually, speaking of that, he's usually on the ball with timelines and stuff. But I scored 4 against Kerry there over the summer, and I only got the match ball there last night of training. So I can't worry about that one.
I'd say he had lost it now.
Yeah, I'd say he waited if we play Kerry again down there and rob one of their balls.
That could have been it too. Yeah, that could have been it. He's a great man though.
You were saying earlier, Aaron, the squad is young. Would you be fearful of maybe Rovers coming into play on Tuesday night, or are you confident? Are you a confident group?
No, I think probably since the turn of the mid-season break there, it's definitely had a different outlook. As a squad at the start of the year, we're kind of inconsistent, and that was probably down to the age profile that we had. A lot of lads playing their first season in the league and not a lot of experience. We're struggling to see games out, and it's kind of, I think, as the seasons went on, and we've said that in-house that, look, we have a young group. It's going to take a couple of months to just stick with it, and luckily enough, it's come to fruition, and the boys are a lot better seeing out games now, and I think we have that clinical side to it now as well, especially with Thomas and Lua coming in, and Darryl Livingston's getting on the score sheet a lot this year as well. So
it was actually nice to see Connor back last week, wasn't it? Connor hadn't been around for a long time, so it was nice to see him and get back. He set up 2 and scored 1, was it? So he'd be a big asset now coming into the playoffs. Yeah, look, he's
Connor. I'm sure he's probably the best player in the league, like probably the best centre mid in the league, and it's great to have him back. He's had a tough year with injuries and whatnot. So again, it's great to have the likes of himself there, even in the dressing room around the place. Like another one, his experience has been around, so even if he's not playing, he's contributing another way.
Yeah, you mentioned Goggy there earlier on, Aaron. Has he tried to put an art into your head yet?
I think he's closed that book, to be fair. I said it to him. I've seen.
I heard you were signing for Galway anyway.
No.
He's happy in Dublin with the modelling career, ain't you, Aaron?
That's it.
Happy done with teasers.
Don't start us on that.
Look, all the best Tuesday night, Aaron, and just say from me, on behalf of my own club, we're all proud of you, everything you've done. You've always flew the Mayan flag, in fairness to you, and then scored you on. So all the best on Tuesday night, and we'll be all shouting for you. Yeah,
I'd agree with Aidan there on that. Fair play to you, Aaron, and the very best of luck. It's always nice to see somebody from your own town doing really well, and look, fair play to you.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much for everyone. Appreciate it. Cheers, Nicky.
See you later. Bye.
Cheers, lad. Thanks.
He'll be a big player come Tuesday night. Nicky won't he? 14 goals this season, so he'll be one to be looking for him.
He will, and in fairness to him, like he's after bringing on his game so much the last couple of years, like he was always quick and strong, but he's a real cool finisher now. Like he's scored goals from all over with his head, left, right this year. He scored a lot of one-on-ones. His pace is getting him in there, and they're probably the hardest ones to finish, them 1v1s, because you have 2 or 3 touches in front of a goalkeeper, and then you have to be really, really cool to finish it. But look, he's grown down there, and you can see it on the pitch that he is now
he's enjoying it this year.
Yeah, the last couple of years, it really has. Yeah.
So looking on off the pitch, he's a great lad in fairness to him.
He is, as I said earlier on, he done a bit of work with us over the summers when he was in college, and a great chap, never let you down, so easy going. But no, look at I'm delighted for him, and hopefully he'll continue to grow as a soccer player in the League of Ireland. Yeah, looking all the best to him on Tuesday night. We hope everyone gets out in the county to support him on Tuesday night. Move on now to the results. We've the FEI junior results from the weekend. You were out with this one, Bunclody 3-1 against St. Pat's at Carlow. Yeah, in fairness, the game was quite good. Bunclody were well short on the day. They were a good 7 and maybe 8 players down, So look, it was a great result for him. In that it was a good game. It was quite even. I must say now, and we spoke about him at the start of the year. Jamie Fox played. He played in the 10, and I see that the Bunclody lads have them trackers on him. And he got nearly 14 kilometres or 14 kilometres. And no, he was excellent in fairness to him.
He's super
he
talented.
won't like me saying it, but he scored a screamer and he actually missed the penalty. So it was a good strike, the penalty was. But look at Jamie done really well. Ben Nugent came off injured. It hurt his back, so it'll be interesting to see how long he'll be out. Maybe he might be back next week. He was saying something about a sciatica, but look at the pitch up in Bunclody was looking fantastic, and in fairness, the lads played really, really well up there. And Bunclody have impressed me this year. Now they seem to be building John Harper or John Squarehead, John
Squarehead.
Nick
Don't know him.
And Barry. The three lads they're building a lovely squad there, and they look like they've three really good lads over them. They're all really enthusiastic.
First, and Nicky puts everything into it. Nick does.
No, and the same with the two lads. Like John is, I'd say Barry be real motivator. John is kind of cool and clinical, I'd say. And Nick is still mad then going up and down the line at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But no, look, it's a good combination, and they're doing great work up there.
And the next one was Noel Wexford one. A bit of a shocker. I think Adamstown in Division 2 beating Campile in the Premier 2-1. We were saying last week that Brad might like this one for get a bit of a breather out of the league and get a win under his belt, but didn't go that way.
It didn't go that way. I was actually speaking to Pádraig Whitty about the result after, and it didn't shock him. He said he reckons Adamstown are going to go really well. They haven't started the league well because lads kicking football and things like that, but he said if they can get the thing that they had out the other day, and they won't be long shooting up that division. And look, it's not the greatest start for Campile. Have another tough game coming up this week with the Mine, so look at it, they'll be disappointed.
Yeah, the next result, no, I'm not too sure. I think the boys are trying to throw a wobbler at us here with an 8-5. I think this was 1-1, then Corton won it on penalties. I'm really sure. I could be wrong now.
Well, we'll go with that, Aidan.
I think the boys are trying to catch us out here. The next one then, Crossabeg. Thought to Joe he wasn't happy with this one. With Credit beating him 3-2. I think Credit scored the last kick of the game, so I was a little bit disappointed with that.
But sure, look, you get some, like Crossabeg scored against Rovers last kick of the game, and well, near enough the last kick of the game, and sometimes you get them for you, sometimes you get them against you. Look, Cretty Dobbs being a strong team. Joe obviously wants to go further in them outside competitions, but look at I'm sure he'd have been happy even a couple of years ago just to have been in the game with Cretty Yard. So look, it shows how far Crossabeg have come on.
And then Gorey travel away to Kilkenny to Ormond Villa and about a 1-0 win. I think I was expecting this to be a bit more myself.
I was actually the manager of Ormond Villa rang me last night, Eddie McAvoy. He's former manager of Evergreen, and he said that they just set up shop just 4 or 5 on and tried to frustrate Gorey as much as they did, and he said it kept him in the game. He actually rang me to see where Tom Brack was, so I had trouble telling him. You definitely would, because you won't leave the Mines pitch, but no, but look at,
I know where Tom Brack is, but
it's Joe and you told you, but no, look at they're coming down to play Tom Brack in the Leinster Junior this weekend, and he said that they're a club hoping to get promotion into Kilkenny. So
yeah, look, Gorey will be just happy to get out with the win and try to go one further in this one than they did last year in the semi-final. Then the powerhouse that is Evergreen came up to Ross Celtic and a 4-0 win. I think that's kind of expected, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, Evergreen are strong. They definitely want to be in the latter stages of the competition. It's not something Ross Celtic are really going to be taking serious. They'll just want to get promotion back up to the Wexford Premier. So look at Evergreen. They've won 14 of the last 15 Kilkenny leagues. So like their competitions is the FAI and the Leinster Juniors that they take serious.
Yeah, and then we had freebooters with 11-0 win against Curracloe. I suppose Curracloe would have been missing a few with the Shelmaliers playing the football as well. So we'll move on to the next one. A bit of
I said the better.
maybe a little bit of a surprise here. Kilmore out Division 2, beating Glenbarton 5-1. I know Kilmore been on fire to start of the season, in fairness, from 4-4 in the league, and it was a great win, 5-1.
A fantastic win. They're flying it down there, aren't they? They really are a bit of a surprise package. And look at Glynn have been impressive, and then they've dropped results like this in as well. So they'll want to definitely get a run of form if they want to be in and around the top of that division. But Kilmore look really, really strong, and the lads were in a couple of weeks ago. It looks like a club that's really wanting to drive forward.
Yeah. And then an all Premier tie, Wexford Bows returning the favourite in mine this week, beating them 2-1.
Yeah, so what do you think, Aidan?
The boys will be disappointed. They were 1-0 up, I think, then went down to 10 men, I think, just at half time. So I think they were happy enough with the performance. I was talking to Sean, he was happy enough with the performance. Maybe not with the result, but he was happy enough with the performance, I think.
Yeah, so I look at
Bows are stronger as well this week.
Yeah, they were after getting a few numbers back and things like that. But I look at it would be disappointing. But look at Sean. I'm sure I can't speak for him, but I'm sure he has other things on his mind. The FAI's Leinster Juniors probably weren't them. It
had been put into him from his previous manager not to care about them competitions, you see. When he was with you, you know.
Yeah.
We'll move on into O'Neill's Premier Division. Ajax at home to Fort Celtic. Fort Celtic winning 4-0. There's another game you're at Sunday morning.
Yeah. In fairness to Fort, they were definitely full value for the money and for the result. Look, they're good, strong, physical. They kept on knocking the door. They never really got frustrated. Maybe for about 5-10 minutes in the second half, they were getting a small bit frustrated. Ajax set up to get a result. Fort done the right thing. They attacked them early. They got an early goal. It stayed 1-0 for a long period of time. But then it came to a stage where Ajax had to open up. So in and around the hour mark, they made a couple of subs, brought on Mossy, tried to go a little bit quicker forward and get a couple of players up to support Mossy. And once they done that, then Fort Celtic were able to pick him off, and they got the goals. Ryan Brusher actually scored a brilliant goal. Well, when I say brilliant, it looked brilliant. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he caught it on the outside of the foot. But it was a volley, and it flicked up into the top corner. But from where I was standing, it looked like a really, really good finish. But no, that Fort team are impressive, and you have to look at it. They've had a really, really tough start. They've had the Moyne, they've had Gorey, they've North End in their first 5 games, 5 games. So to be thereabouts with a shout, they've done really well.
And in the game I was at, Ferns at home to North End winning 1-0. Just say Ferns actually started brighter here in the first 5-10 minutes, but then North End got control of the game. I was a little bit surprised the Ferns kind of stood off North End, and the goal kind of came from letting them, the centre backs, walk out with the ball and went out wide, and Niall Connolly wasn't really under pressure, put a great ball in, and Eamon Youssef was just going from full back straight into the box. No one really followed him, and he actually got a cracker of a header, in fairness to him. That put him 1-0 up, and it was a decent game. I think that was around 20 minutes, and about 23-24 minutes, a bit of a melee broke out, let's say. Shamazel broke out, and 42 from North End went, and 1 from Ferns went, and then in fairness to Denny, he just set up 4-3-1 and basically asked Ferns, what have you got? And unfortunately Ferns didn't have a whole lot on the day. I don't think maybe Jason had maybe one corner he grabbed, maybe his save at the end. I think actually Kieran Page and Alan Rhodes had probably the best 2 chances in the second half on the break. So I have to say, it was never seen North End as defensive, but they had to, obviously with 9 men, but they were comfortable, and look at, they were missing Robin Dempsey and Owen Rhodes from the start of the game as well. So, and then losing Spot and Kyle. The 4 big players to be out of your team, but with 9 men. But I tell you, they're a very young team with that 9 men to finish it. And Arden are a lot younger, I think, than people might realise. There are a lot of young men, and you have to say Kieran Page was outstanding. The chap just never stopped running, and I think the rest of the players have him to thank for, because he made up for the extra 2 men, to be honest with you. He just ran. He never stopped.
No, they're definitely a young team, and to be honest with you, they showed a good set of balls on them to be down to 9 men, and to
it's supposed to be fair enough. Ferns were
down to 10. Ferns were down to 10, but still 9 men, big pitches, heavy pitch, away. Ferns, you tipped them to be right up there at the very top this year. So like for them to come out of that, I was disappointed with the way they played against Gorey. I thought they went very individual, especially when they went a goal down. But like from by all accounts of what you're saying there now, it was the complete opposite. And maybe them are the kind of results that can knit a team together. And as we said, like they're quite a young team. Like people would have been writing off North End for a couple of years saying they were that bit of an older aging team, quite like Shamrock Rovers, but they definitely have a really, really good bunch of players coming through that are at a nice age now, and they could be there. Well, they are thereabouts, like, you know. So
yeah, I think Ferns will be probably a little bit disappointed they didn't go at him more. Maybe I think they had more like kind of long diagonal ball that played into North End's hands. North End just had to sit there and sweep it all up. I think it'll be a little bit. Paddy Casey was actually centre half. He was excellent. No, in fairness to him.
Yeah, it's one thing I actually pick up on the Ferns team. They're very, very hard to know. They'll start with near enough the same 11. 1 week Ivan could be left side of midfield and he could be centre half. Paddy could be centre midfield or he could be a right back. They're a hard team to judge and to be able to go out and mark them. And look, they have some very, very good players, a bit of experience with Mikey Dempsey, but and Shamey Casey is definitely one of my favourite players in the league. He's quick, he's fast, he's on the last defender, and he's a goal scorer as well. So yeah, look, they'll be disappointed, but they'll bounce back.
Yeah, it's good. They've good players. They will be back. And then we move on to the 4-star Pizza Division 1. Just the 3 games. We had Cora getting a away win to Clabon. The top of the table clash with Gorey and All Blacks. A stalemate at 1-1. Bridge Rovers continuing their fine start with a 6-1 win home to Rossdale Rangers.
Yeah, John Fanning must have put the poster up for the Cora lads this week. But look, at Cora needed to get a start. All Blacks and Gorey then the draw. There's not going to be a whole lot between the two of them sides. There hasn't been for a couple of years. And Bridge look like they could be the dark horses in that, yeah. It
looks like it could be between the 3 of them, in fairness, at the moment. And we move on to the Apex Division 2. Ratnure go back to winning ways. It's banging in the goals again. 5-1 away win to Wexford Bows. St. Joseph's is beating Wexford Celtic 2-1, and Killeen and Enniscorthy United drawn 2-all. Enniscorthy United are becoming the draw specialists in this division.
Yeah, which they'd be disappointed with after coming down out of Division 1 last year. Was it last year they came down, I think? Yeah, after coming down last year, they would have definitely liked to have tried to bounce straight back up. But it just goes to show that it can be a tight enough division. Shane Lawler and the O'Reilly chap both got 2 each again this weekend. So look, they're flying. St. Joseph's are back on the winning trail again. They're tipping along quietly there behind Rathnure. So look, it'll come down to
2 good wins for the 2 of them. They'll stay there with Kilmore, but Kilmore look the team of that at the moment.
Strong.
Move on to the Betxs Division 3. Fastnet with a expected 3-1 win. Home to Gate. St. Leonard's. Now that Gus Runner out of football, we'll see different St. Leonard's. Looking at their team, it looked fairly strong the other day. 4-1 win against Enniscorthy Town. Then we've Gorey Celtic 1-all with the Mine, and Duncannon, Ballymurn beating Duncannon 5-3. I think the man you said was too old to play soccer got a hat trick in this one, didn't he? Snowy.
Yeah, I think he actually called into the pub to tell me that he scored a hat trick
after the game.
So after the game, on his way home,
did you give him a free point?
I surely didn't. No. If he ends up top goal scorer in the division, we'll sort out something for him this year. But no, look, at Snowy, great experience and good win, and he got his hat trick down there, and it's no mean feat going to Duncannon and getting a hat trick.
Yeah, the feature game was in that division this week. It was Taghmon again, your old club's second team, Shamrock Rovers. So your second team, Nicky, they're actually going well this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing quite well. Yeah, they got relegated last year. Ryan Himes off after taking a foul, but they got relegated last year, and it's been a bit of a tough year for a couple of years with them. And this year, Shamrock Rovers got rid of the C team, so it's made that
stronger.
B team stronger, yeah. So and look, at a couple of good players. A couple of Murphys are strong. There was a good ball there in that time. Yeah. So look, fantastic.
And Taghmon look are trying to rebuild again under new management this year. They've actually picking up a few results now after the first couple of defeats.
Yeah, look at Taghmon was always a tough place to go. He was better from live play than he was with passing that one in from dead ball, but Yeah, look at Taghmon was always tough. They're always a team that'll battle and work hard and close you down and not let you play. And had you in the goal there. He didn't get too high off the ground there, did he? But
good mate of yours there. Do you give him a few tips during the week now when you're working? You do?
No. George would have played in the goal for years himself. Underage, he was an excellent goalkeeper. And Jesus, by the looks of that, somebody chopped his leg off. He fell. He didn't dive. He was like a fallen tree, wasn't he?
It wasn't a bad finish.
No, it was a great finish. Now, in fairness,
yeah.
It was a great finish. I'd say George must have been on the beer for the Ireland match, the rugby match. He missed out that one, but the goalkeeper for Taghmon was very brave there. In fairness to him, diving down at the lad's feet. Dylan Shannon now with a cross in.
Well,
yeah, Dylan. That was Dylan's first game back. He's been suspended there for the year and for the start of the season. And Dylan will probably be up on the A team. The same with Aaron Wallace there, another chap there that should be up with the Rovers A team, and actually another chap, Miley Fortune, who's been in and around at the A team. Miley's an excellent chap there, coming in at the back post. He's really, really good young chap. And Dylan was unlucky there. Yeah, I'd say the Rovers lads would be probably a little bit disappointed because as we said there's Dylan Shannon, Aaron Wallace number 13 there, Miley. All them chaps are definitely good enough to be up around the first team.
It's a strong team to head out like, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so very strong.
We move on then to the TJ Murphy's Division 3A. We'd Cushinstown getting beat by Bunclody 5-2. We'd Blackwater, Bree, top of the table clash, Bree coming out in this 3-2. It was a great win for Bree in fairness. And Escardi United second team winning 5-1 again Courtdown's second team, and Rosslare Strand 5-1 again Kilteely. And then the top game we'll be going to watch a few highlights of in a minute. Rosstown again Glynn Barntown. Bree looked to be the team in this, don't it?
Well, look, that's a massive win for Bree. Blackwater had started really well as well, and for Bree to go down and pick up a 3-2 win there, it's a massive win for him. So it should
Rosstown drawn as well as a
really, really big win for Bree in that one. So look, we'll be interested to see the highlights now.
We're going out to the highlights of Rosstown and a few interviews.
Pat O'Leary here, the coach of the Glynn Barntown B team. We're down here in New Ross today on a beautiful morning. Good test for us this morning. We went 1-0 up. We couldn't just hold on to it. New Ross, in fairness, kept on going. Got one back. We hit the crossbar. They had some chances. It was a great game of football, in fairness. I suppose the draw was a fair result at the end of the day, and we hope to kick on now for next week.
Decky Welch, Rosstown manager here. I suppose at the end of the game, a 1-1 draw was a fair result. For the first half, we didn't get going at all. We were just too sluggish towards what we normally are. In the second half, alright, we improved. We put the press on, a lot more pressure and all. We were still trying to rush things and force things. It just wasn't. We didn't play to our normal standards today. But look, at the end of the day, probably a draw is a fair result. You know, we would have been looking to win the game. But look, it's better get a point than get nothing when you don't play your best as well. So look, we live to fight another day anyway.
Yeah, Damien Donovan refereed the game there, and I thought it was an excellent game played by both teams, and whoever had beat him during the season will probably finish top, because I expect both of them, with the performance within here today, that they'll actually do well to be fighting for honours at the end of the season, probably go the whole hog one of them, you know, so it was well done to both teams, all right?
Paddy O'Leary from Glynn Barntown B team. I thought it was a good game out here today. It was scrappy, the pitch was bobbly and wet like it's winter football again, but it was a good game. The other team were good, they passed it around. We broke the play up well, we got the goal. All in all, I'd say it was a fair draw. Hope getting back in the CBS next time.
Hi, my name is Germanian. I'm captain of Rosstown here. Fortunately, I'm injured at the moment. The current problem. I was watching the game there. Very tight first half. A couple of chances for both teams there. Second half, we looked a better team. We were on top. Fortunately, couldn't turn it into goals at the end. We're going well in the league this year, so hopefully we keep it going. Glynn Barntown are a good team. They'll be up there with us as well, I'd imagine. So keep it going. I think we go well this year, and that match there today, it's a good draw. Probably a fair result in the end. thought we could have nicked it, but look, these things happen, you know. Look on to the
great to
next
see
game.
Rosstown, all the work they've been putting in underage, trying they're near the top of that division, looking to get up. It'd be great to see them back up. I remember when they used to play in their Premier, they were a savage side, and Glynn Barntown, a relatively new club, to have a team in Division 1 and 3A, I think is a great achievement for them.
Yeah, you've covered it all there, Aidan, alright, yeah. No, it is great to see Ross doing well. I remember Decky, he actually looked the same as he's now when he was under 16. We played him in a cup semi-final years ago down there when he was playing for Ross Celtic at that stage, actually. So, but look, a good football man, and look, it's great to see him coming back up, because nobody wants to see Ross Celtic just getting stronger and stronger. Brian Mullett having it all his own way down there. So, in fairness to the Ross lads, they're keeping it honest.
Yeah, they're doing some great work on their edge. Now we're going back to the phone line. We have Barry Coughlan of Crossabeg, who's going to talk about their 50th anniversary dinner that's coming up. How are you, Barry?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. So you just let people know there about what you have coming up there in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we're celebrating our 50th year there of being established, so 1973. So we're going to have a nice celebration down in the Craic Hotel. So we're going for the bank holiday Sunday night at 7:30. Going to have a meal there and then some music afterwards with the Glitter Bugs, and we have a DJ after, so it'll be just a nice evening. Good food, good music, and some stories of all the days gone. Hopefully the good ones to come in the future.
And how are the tickets going for Barry? It's a 50th anniversary there last year as well. It's a great thing to get the old members back in the club. We just have many of the former members of the club there at it on the night.
Yeah, surely is, and we're going to have plenty there from the very first team that was established there as well with the club.
You on that team, Barry?
Oh, it feels like I was now, right? No, that's all. I wasn't around in them days, all right. But yeah, there's a good few coming more. I think there's some coming over from England and everything for the night, and there's not a lot of tickets left there now. We're still just under 2 weeks left to go. So they're going very well now. So there's a big interest in it, and it'd be good to see some of the faces from the days gone by. But yeah, no, it's going very well. So there's plenty of word around on the street about it there, and every day we're down the pitch there for the matches and all. So plenty of talk. So it'd be good to see everyone together for a night that's not in the soccer field.
Yeah, well, in fairness, going back to the soccer field now, these are coming on leaps and bounds down there, down in Crossabeg. In fairness to Joe and as a manager, but also the committee there with the grounds and everything, you're coming on leaps and bounds.
Yeah, no, tough where we came out of COVID there. It was tough times during COVID, like everyone else, I'd say, and we came out then, and Joe came in there with the first team, and we've went from strength to strength with that in terms of our men's T2 men's teams are flying it there now in Premier Division 4, and the lads are flying it. So no, Joe puts in great work there on the ground, and on Sunday and during the week as well, keeping the lads all in good order. And then sure, we had no underage then, and sort of a legacy of getting to the Premier then was to get the underage back. We always had a history of a strong underage, but for different reasons, it whittled away. But we're back now, so thanks be to God in the last 2 years, and we've under 9s, 10s, 11s, under 9s girls, 4 to 7 year old academy. So it's flying it there now. So we're getting back, and we have plenty of good coaches and lots of help coming in there. So onwards and upwards. The
last 2 seasons you've been in the Premier, Barry. Was that the club's first time in the Premier? Was it?
Yeah, that's the first time in the history we got into the Premier. So there's great celebrations then. So it was always a goal to get there, and now we're there, so we're going to keep pushing on and get all the way to the top. So lots of work done, and it's good to get there, but plenty more work to do.
And it's a great achievement to be there on the 50th anniversary.
That surely is,
Well, I know the work you do. Your secretary is the club. You do a lot of the groundsman stuff down there as well, and you're playing. You're in a catchment area where there's a lot of clubs. You have Vilegate, you have Ballymurn. You're not too far from Wexford town. How do you keep going doing all that yourself? I know you have great people with you, but how do you find all that? And there's people like you that keep the clubs in Wexford going, in fairness to you.
Look, I suppose, you don't realise you're doing it most of the time, but I kind of grew up with it. My father would have been down there doing the same thing, so like Padraig Whitty probably knows the same. You kind of grow up with these things, and it's in your nature to do it, so it doesn't really seem like extra work or anything. It's just part of the community life that you grow up in and you see it going on. So it's all good, and there's plenty of people around in the club to help you as well. So if you ever need a hand or anything, there's plenty of lads there. Pick up the baton.
I can definitely echo you there. Myself and Aidan, both our fathers, and we're both involved heavily within the clubs, and it's just a tradition.
Kind of leads on,
pick up, doesn't it? What do they say? See monkey, do monkey, isn't it? So you
That's
just copy
it,
it
yeah.
down, don't you? So
Yeah, when you're brought down there at a young age into a field, that's where you spend your Saturdays and Sundays. I think it's set in stone from early days.
So look, Barry, all the best, and I hope you get a full house. You definitely deserve it. And Nicky was telling me earlier there he's going to give you down a free keg for the night as well. So all the best.
That'll be lovely there. Any of that at all now, be all welcome. We'll see you down there then.
No, you just may come and collect it.
Oh, look, no bother at all. We'll send someone up. We'll leave it out there and we'll get it.
It's 0-0 though, because it's all for athletes.
Look, we're looking after ourselves anyway.
No, that's it. No, best of luck, Barry, down, and I hope you have a great night.
Thanks a million, guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks for the call.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And next we've the Keddy Craft Butchers Division 4. Rossburkin winning 4-1 against Coughlan. Rossiter Rangers and Cairn 1-all draw. Curraclaw 2-1 against the Balloch. And Crossabeg 5-1 against Cormac's. And Gorey Rangers go top of the table with a 3-0 win as Ferns weren't playing this week. Again, Nicky, a lot of goals there again.
Yeah, good lot of goals, alright, Aidan. Look at Gorey, strong club. Rossburkin got off the foot of the table as well with a good win over Coughlan. So it looks like it's maybe going to go down to maybe Gorey and Ferns throughout the year. I think that game could be coming up this week actually, in the fixtures. So that could be one to go and have a look at.
Game to watch this week, all right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On again to the Butchers Best Division 4A. Bridge Rovers 3-0 win against Kilmore. Ford Celtic 4-2 against Campile. Ajax 5-3 against Came. Newra Celtic 5-1 again. Enniscorthy United. Again, we were saying last week a lot of goals in these lower divisions, isn't there?
Yeah, there always is. Yeah, there's always a few big scores. Defending does be at the minimum in these. Look, it's great to see it. Everybody wants to see goals anyway, don't they? But look, it's great to see it. And Streamline Technologies Division 5, game week 7, we were at Newer, losing out to Bree 3-1. Fastnet 2-0 winners against Wexford Celtic. Core Ramblers 2-0 winners against Tom Brack. Ferns 3-all against Gorey Celtic. Another thriller there. And Adamstown getting beat by Camolan 2-1, and Castle Darkle getting beat again by All Blacks 3-0. Jeez, then
Marshall in the football. To be back this week.
Duffy Rovers are in the football. They're more Duffy Rovers lads now, I think, than Marshallstown. But no, look at the big game. I suppose that week was Ferns and Gorey Celtic both up around the top. Gorey going down getting a 3-all result in a tough ground at Ferns is a tough place to go get a result. So I'm sure Gorey Celtic will be happy with that, and Bree also another one going quite well and winning 3-1, and Fastnet actually picking up a 2-0 win against Wexford Celtic. I was talking to Richie Welsh a couple of weeks ago, manager of Fastnet, and he was saying they're a good little team there. He said they're just waiting to get a couple of results on the go, but that'll be a good start for them anyhow.
Yeah, we move on to the weekend then. We have the FEI game, or the Leinster this weekend.
Yeah.
And then we've only the one Premier game, Campile again. Mine will be looking to continue their winning streak in the Premier with that one. I suppose Campile, Brad will be hoping maybe to
pick up his first winning streak. I was going to say they got bet last week, Aidan. You're lucky you picked yourself up. No, I look at the Mine will have to be beating Campile. There's no if, buts or maybes about it, especially after Campile's result last week. They definitely have to the Mine will have to come out of that all guns blazing and pick up 3 points. You couldn't expect anything less from going down there. Campile, as we both know, it can be a really, really tough place to go down to. As I said there earlier, a couple of weeks beforehand, they'll need to come out like cavemen and battle down the shelves.
She said they need to come out of the cave.
So they may build a cave or something. No, look at in fairness, like Campile, great club. They've great lads down there. They're just up against it maybe this year. They bounced straight back up from Division 1 after being relegated, and they need to pick up a couple of results.
Yeah, it's that time of the season now in the first couple of divisions, and even in the lower divisions now with the Leinster Junior Shield, where kind of the stop-start in the divisions end, and when you do get a league game, you have to kind of pick up them 3 points just to keep the pressure on other people, and with the FEI and Leinsters, and then there's certain teams like Northern have no game this weekend, and they'll enjoy the break. Shamrock's no game again.
Gorey are in the Leinster Senior Cup. So look, it's the part of the season that I actually hated. You couldn't get a run of consistency. Like your team is chopping and changing. You're maybe giving a few lads who haven't or come back from injuries or late coming back. You're giving them games in Leinster juniors. You're trying in young lads. So it's part of the season that I didn't really like. It's nice to just get a good run of league fixtures where it means everything to you.
And hopefully the weather will play ball this weekend as well. It doesn't look good at the moment.
I didn't look that far ahead.
You never do. Never plan for the future, you don't. I suppose, look, just before we finish up, I just again want to wish Wexford FC in their game at the Tuesday night all the best, and I'll just tell people, go to the fireworks first on the quay and then get out to Ferrycarrig Park, two of them the same night, and should be proud of this Wexford FC. They've turned it around this year, and hopefully I'd love to see them in the Premier, and I think it's great that we have so many Wexford men on the team, Nicky. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, Aidan. In fairness to the lads, since they've gone in, they're really trying to bring the whole of Wexford together. At the minute they're succeeding. They look like they're doing everything right. Obviously they're doing it on the playing field. So look, it's great to see them go really, really well. And look at everybody should be looking to try and get down and support them Tuesday night. Hopefully the weather is halfway right and they can get a result against a strong Cove side. Yeah, thanks Nicky. Thanks Aidan. All the best. Bye bye.